When fifth wheel destination RVs hit the market, they did it with a big splash because they gave you the best of a lot of different worlds. So what makes this one different? Or I guess more importantly, what does this one have in store? Oh man, I can't wait to show you. What's happening, campers? Welcome to the all-new Forest River Rogue. This is the 411 Store. This is a combination of a fifth wheel with a destination RV. Now it's big. You're looking at 45 feet long, 14,884 pounds dry, but is highlighted by a very unique and different rear garage area that still has some storage space, but more importantly, it has a wall that you can move out, entertaining / living area, loft, sleeping / storage space up top, midship, a gorgeous island kitchen with double bar seats. Not to mention, it is a bath and a half RV. So you come up to the front, which is where we're going to start, and you got your king size suite right here with some awesome, I like to call this the bookshelf style storage. I got my little TV / window shade here because you do have the projector screen up there, king size bed with the padded headboard. And you'll see I kind of moved that pillow because right there is a cup holder. Yes, it's king size. It's got storage underneath, but you do have the chest of drawers right here with the live edge. But this I absolutely love. Now, some people are used to the mirrored storage. I got to tell you, I like this because it's functional, but it also looks cool. It kind of reminds me of like a library. But you remove this, you remove that, and right here, you got yourself your true ward space. I like that. And I know what you're saying. Chris, that looks kind of cool. That's pretty and everything. You know, you got the projector screens, got a second AC up top. But I'm used to seeing washer dryer prep inside of my bedroom. You know, the king bed and the slide with the wardrobe. That's cool and everything, but oh, look, there's my washer dryer. Yes, you not only have washer dryer prep, you got washer dryer inside the main bathroom with solid surface countertops here, vessel sink, and look at this giant mirror, which is backlit. This little blue button right here cuts the light off and on. Big fan of that. And since it is a fifth wheel / destination RV, you're going to have this full-size shower. Big fan of that because it has not only the big upgraded head and the wand, you also got the body sprayers on there. The bench seat, it's glass enclosed, and you got a ton of pantry space. Big old fan of this right here, right there. I got my high-rise bowl with the foot flush, which is porcelain, and some more storage up above. Tankless water heater. Max vent fan, and let's see how this shower looks when I step inside it. Okay. All right. Now, obviously, I'm up near the front cap of this destination fifth wheel. I'm going to have plenty of headroom up here. As you can see, the skylight way above my head. I'm not cramped at all. I like how I got the bench seat, but more importantly, I really like how I got huge countertop space. Now, bathrooms with washers and dryers in them, I got to tell you, I'm still about 50-50 on because, sure, that could have been storage space. And I can see where I can maybe fold the clothes up here on the countertop. But let me know what you think. What is that? Do you like that? Is that cool? More importantly, do you like the fact that it's not in the bedroom? We step out here into the hallway. I'm going to take a step back so you can see this real quick. Take a look at the gorgeous big window that we have right here along the hallway. And this hall feels very long. More importantly, it feels very separated from this midship dining / eating / cooking area, which we're going to check out right now because I really like what they did here, but I want your input on it. So let's check this out. Right away, I got to tell you, I'm actually a big fan of how they laid out this kitchen with the opposing slides giving me an island prep top with my sink as well as bar dining seating area. But to me, the coolest thing was right over here on the campsite. This is a great multi-purpose space. I can use it for dining. I can use it for work. I can use it for gaming. Fit 3 chairs there. Now, it is, you know, the zebra shades. A lot of people are iffing out on those zebra shades, especially my friend Trish. She's not a fan of them. I like them, though, because I can adjust the light as needed. It's, you know, it's just not for everybody. But hey, If that's the only knock I'm going to give this coach, then that's great. But the high bar top, I'm a big fan of. I can seat 3 here, 4 there. So I can feed 7 people. Granted, we're not all eating in the same area, but if you're traveling with the kids, that might be a good thing. You can maybe put the DVD player up there, the little portable carrier, so they can watch their shows while you guys play card games or eat, or just conjugate right here. And then for my sink, big fan of this. I got the bottle washer. I got the multi-purpose. It's got the pull-down sprayer. I got the cutting board, the veggie washer, the rinser, the whole 9. Big fan of what they did there. Now, your storage under here, though, is a little bit limited just in this area. So, spot right here, you see those little blue lights making this kind of dark in there, but that's actually not a bad space to put a trash can. But if you're looking for your pantry, you actually have a frosted glass inlay in the door. Now, what's really cool about this, you can kind of see, I was messing around with a little bit, it's also a chalkboard. So you can leave some notes on here. You don't need chalk. I'm just using my fingernail right here. But a nice little touch if you want to make, hey, go into the store to pick up, Captain Crunch, whatever it is. Got good, deep, and wide shelves in here. Got a couple of lights. Let me get those on so you can kind of see more. But I like how this is really good storage space in an area that doesn't look like it's going to have it. Then they gave me the Contour Professional fridge freezer combo with the wine rack up top. What's great about this is it feels and looks residential. More importantly, it has the residential space. And then right here, a half bath. Big fan of this because I can access both bathrooms if I need to. I still got the porcelain bowl. I still got the solid surface countertops. I got the big mirrored medicine cabinet. It's not a super high ceiling, but even being at 6'2", here, I'll show you. I got plenty of headroom in here. So you're not going to be cramped. More importantly, your guests or your kids won't be cramped as well if they're sleeping in the loft area. Yeah, it's got a loft area. Oh, yeah. Oh, just wait. We're getting there because I wanted to save what I consider the best feature of the inside for the last. But I got to finish off this kitchen because I'm used to seeing fifth wheels with decent cooking appliances. I'm used to seeing destination RVs with better cooking appliances. Right here, we got the Contour 24-inch blue-lined oven. These are absolutely awesome. It's got that ceramic coating in there. Very nice. 4-burner cooktop and the Contour huge 1.3 cubic foot convection microwave in here, giving you some more space. Big fan of that. You even got more storage on both sides of your beautiful microwave and on both sides of your oven, thanks to the door here and the solid wood pull-out drawers that we have here, full extensional drawer guides. And since it is Forest River, you're also going to have some awesome features like water filtration inside the coach for the whole house, paw mount. So if you want to take the TVs and move them around, you absolutely can, giving you options for entertainment. But when it comes to entertainment, this is where the 411 store stood out, in my opinion, and let's talk about it. I've said for a long time that toy haulers are the most versatile style of RVs because if you're going to bring the toys, it's pretty much your only option. But if you needed additional sleeping space, eating space, whatever, toy haulers were it. They made the 411 store even more versatile. Here's the only kicker, though. So this garage space right here is roughly 9 feet this way by 7 feet across. You still got the frame welded tie downs, but take a look at what they did to the area. They really turned this into a living space. So if you need the versatility of hauling toys, as long as it's, smaller than 9 by 7, then you're golden. But you move it out. Now you got a space where the family can sit, entertain. I can see my kid taking the beanbag chairs and laying them down here and turning this into a game night because I got the fireplace. I got me some cubby storage. I got my beautiful big screen TV. And then over here is your recliners. You got the big middle couch seat, but you got recliners on both sides. I'm sure if you needed additional sleeping space, you could probably talk to your specialist at Camping World and say, hey, can I swap that out for maybe a jackknife? But I like how this is set up for everybody to just kind of chill in a coach that when you're talking about toy haulers, historically, you got 2 double beds, you can sleep a bunch of people. This to me feels like it's a 4 to 5 person coach because of just how it's laid out. But the fact that they gave me this door, which swings out, and a loft up above, which if you didn't notice, that's what this is for. I got my stairs that fold away. And check this out. They pull down. They lock into place. Now you have an actual staircase to get up to this loft area. And I'm one of the stiffest, most uncoordinated people on the planet. Look at the area that you have up here. I got storage. I got a spot for 2 twin bunks. You also have some power over here on this side, which, what do you say we go over there and check it out real quick? So if the kids wanted to have their own entertainment, right here towards the front, where I have the little vented, I like that, because I can get some air if I needed to. I mean, you do have the little max vent fan here to help you. But if they wanted to put the TV and maybe the games and stuff up here, you could right here. But I like the big storage shelf. I like how this can be storage space. That can be sleeping space. And I'm sitting up inside this thing. I'm 6'2", I'm an adult. I'm on these bunk beds. So even just sitting up here and hanging out, not a bad space. It's just not a traditional styled toy hauler garage. Just like, since this is a destination toy hauler, it's not a traditional style RV. So if you're one of those people that's looking for something completely different and very unique, this is it. But what if you want to mix the inside with the outside and still load stuff? Very easy to do. Let me show you. Got to tell you, man, coming down those stairs, way easier than a ladder. So if you're like me, not athletic at all, those absolutely rocked. This, though, I already undid the latch at the bottom, but you got 2 safety latches right here that open up this back wall. And here we go. I'm just going to walk this out so you can see. And look at what it does to the space. So now that we've opened it up, sure, you still got the party deck. You got the little barrier right there to help with safety. I just took it off from this side so you could see how the door opens up. Now, when the ramp is down, that door does swing out a little bit further. So if you do need to load something in, this goes up, load your toys in. And I purposely had this close to the road so you could see that if you needed to cut off, I don't know, what's going on outside. Maybe you don't like your campsite partner on this side over here. You can block the view there. But more importantly, if you needed to open this space up or close this space out, you have a wall that moves. See how loud it is right now with the road, how noisy it can be, both visually and by sound. One arm. Boom. Now, I got to hold this so I can lock it in because I'm not level. But now you go from a standard traditional garage space where you did not have a closure there at the end, other than maybe those pull down shades or, you know, or the sliding glass doors. Now you actually have a door with a door. So if you wanted to just go out the back, you don't have to open the full door. You can just do this. Pretty nice, right? Right there, the kid's got a window looking out. You got some scare lights out here for some safety and security. And if you wanted to just shut this space off, come out here, set up a table, and maybe have the morning coffee or the nightcap, or just sit here and have lunch or dinner with the family. It's not the same size as a traditional load door because, as you can see, the loft up top kind of cuts off that space. But this was a lot easier to bring down than the other doors in those fifth wheel toy haulers, in my opinion. But you got a separation of space from the in to the out. So you technically have a back porch and a toy hauler that's a fifth wheel with some destination style RV touches. If the kids are watching something loud and noisy here, or they're up there, you can chill at the bar. You can come up, check on the laundry if you needed to. Bada bing, bada boom. Or come to your private sanctuary with your library style hidden wardrobe and watch your favorite movie or program show on your giant screen thanks to the projector. And then get yourself a good night's sleep in your king-size bed with your nightcap beverage between you and your loved one. The 411 store is checking a lot of boxes, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. And what do you say we go check out what's on the outside? As we make our way outside of the 411 store, I want to stop right here for a quick minute and tell you a little bit about the command panel. So you'll see you got your AC controls for your dual Coleman Mach Whisper Quiet ACs, got your Bluetooth entertainment center, and your command panel. Big fan of what Forest River does here because I have my voltage meter. So if my slide's not running out, I can see that I'm probably low on volts. But run out your slides, run out your awning, as well as cut on your tank heaters because you do have them. And as far as your tanks go, 96-gallon fresh, dual 88s on your gray and your black. But what's going to be on the outside that could possibly top our main way of getting outside this back garage? I can only think of one thing, and it would be if they gave me maybe divided garage space. Oh, they gave me divided garage space. Yes, finished off garage space down here. What I like about this is I have a spot here, come across my cable and my power hookup, and I got a spot right here as well, which is tri-access. I can get it from the front. This is actually the shades that you would usually see inside toy haulers. You know, you can have the bug net as well as, you know, the little zipper shades and stuff like that. I just threw it in here, A, because I really wanted you to see the door, but B, look at the storage space that I have here. I got my spray pour from outside shower. That's my 50 amp cord, finished off. I got twin 30-pound LP tanks on both sides. Right underneath, you're going to see you do have the gen box down here as well. Your battery box is over here, and my tri-access storage from the front is right here. Big fan of that. The other thing I'm a big fan of is they gave me the Rhino Box fifth wheel hitch. Now, this thing does a really good job with the angle of giving you some good turning radius, but also does a good job of stopping that chucking and bucking. And the destination touches that they have on this fifth wheel, you can see prominently here in the front cap. Now, here's the thing. What's it going to be like towing? To be honest, I don't know because I don't know what you're towing with. But unlike a traditional fifth wheel, it does have that destination bevel. So that's going to help a little bit with the wind resistance, but it still might be better for this to pick a spot to sit for maybe a few months at a time versus taking it out each and every weekend. But you'll see we got the reflective sheen on the windows. You do have the laminated exterior out here with that gel coating on it. You got your ground control stabilization jacks here. I'll get to those controls here in a minute. LP quick connect. Solid steps, huge awning with the blue LED light, cable-driven slides. And right down here, my double axles on those Dexter Easy Lubes with tire pressure monitoring on it. I'm a big fan of that, which no matter what RV you get, please get tire pressure monitoring. Come around to the rear, you'll see this is the other side of that barrier. I just took it down because it was easier for me to open the door, but it's very easy to set up and take down. It's not like it's very difficult at all. But what a great spot to just come out and chill. More importantly, you can do it without disrupting people that might be in there watching TV. I got windows, so if my kids are up there sleeping, they can check out the night. Stab jack in the back. And right here on the off-cab side are my terminations as well as my external command center and my 50 amp plug. You'll see right here, you got your spray port, which the hose was on the other side. Cable hookup, freshwater connection, back of that tankless water heater, back on my Suburban heater as well, and my sewer hose storage is down there. Your dumps, don't forget, you're looking at 96, 88, and 88. Got to tell you, man, pretty sweet indeed, and different. That's what really attracted me to it, is it's different. Right here are those controls for your ground control stabilization jacks I was talking about, and of course, your info panel. Now dry, this thing is 14,884 pounds. Gross, you're looking at 17,310 pounds. This is a big coach, but we're also 45 feet long. But for a great combination of destination RV and fifth wheel, this is one that when I'm thinking of my friends that don't really have a lot of toys or they don't have big toys, more than anything, they need space. They need versatile space. This is one I would recommend for them. So let me know what you think. Not going to sleep a ton, but can do a ton. This is the Forest River Rogue 411 store. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Where are you going to take it? What are you going to do with it? What would you do with that back area? Do you like the swinging door? Do you like the tempered glass door, the solid steps, the awesome construction? Tell me. Where are you going to take it? What you going to do with it? And if you found this helpful at all, like, subscribe, and notify. Hope you enjoyed the Forest River Rogue 411 store. Great combination of fifth wheel and destination RV with an awesome back patio. I'm Chris Young for Camping World. Hope to see you soon.